right, so what I'd like to go through now is a dynamic warm-up. This is recommended for most runners before running to help go through the entire range of motion of your joints as well as the major muscle groups. This is preferable to static stretching because it gets us ready to run rather than ready to relax. So I'm going to go through a couple of progressions of some of this as well, but you'll see kind of where you fit in based on what you see here. The first thing that we start out with is high knees. Okay, so high knees helps us to move through the range of motion in our hip, as well as kind of stretch out the gluteus musculature. For people that don't do a lot of running or maybe new to this, walking with high knees is preferable. So just walking, keeping ourselves in a neutral spine, avoiding bending forward or bending backward. We're just trying to go straight forward with our walk. If you've been doing this for a while and you're not new to high knees, then you can add a little jog with it. And again, we're going to put ourselves in neutral spine, and then we're going to go quick with a jog. And usually those I do about 2 sets of 25 feet strides, something around that area. The next one that most people are familiar with as well are the butt kickers. This one dynamically stretches the quads and the knees. So again, we can start with a walk if you're new at this, kind of kicking back, being sure not to arch at the back or bend forward. Try to stay like this. As you improve with the walk, you can move on to a little bit of a jog with it. But again, still keeping a neutral spine and an upright posture. The next one I like to do is to stretch out the calves and the hamstrings in a dynamic way. So you're going to take one arm and then you're going to head towards the opposite leg. So we're stand on one leg, we're reaching to here, come back up, take a step, take the opposite arm, reach to here, and we keep on going just like that. Usually I just do one set of 25 feet of that one. That one can be difficult if you have balance problems, so another alternate way of doing it instead of being on one foot is to kind of separate your feet, keep your back leg on the ground, and then reach. But it's important to make sure you're bending at the hips and not at the waist down like this. We don't want to hurt our back in the process. The next dynamic warm-up is a partial squat. So we're going to do a partial squat with a side step to go through the range of motion in our hips. So we're going to side step and then come out. Side step, stick the bottom out. This is not meant to see how far down you can squat. This is meant to go through the range of motion. So remember the purpose. And I don't do that many. I usually do 5 to one side, 5 to the other. The last thing I like to do are leg swings. So with leg swings, you're going to make sure you have something to hold on to for balance. I definitely recommend this because I think it will give a greater quality exercise for you. So you're going to stand up tall, neutral spine. You're going to start out small. Small kicks, keeping your legs straight. As you can control it, keep moving up a little bit more. Try to keep that belly tight, neutral spine. What I see people do incorrectly is they go really fast, and then their whole body goes with it, including the lumbar spine. So make sure you can keep everything under control as you swing the leg. Of course, we want to do both sides as we do that. I usually do 10 to 15 repetitions or 30 seconds, whatever's easier for you. The last one are leg swings, going side to side. So again, we're going to keep a nice upright posture. We're going to avoid bending too much at the waist. We're going to start out in this windshield wiper sort of motion, nice and easy. We can gradually pick up a little amplitude. Remember, going in, you don't have as much range of motion as going out, so don't try to make them match. And try to keep your pelvis relatively forward and avoid rotating like this. Same thing on the other side. Keep everything forward, taking it through the range of motion. And that's essentially a very basic dynamic warm-up. Usually only takes about 5 minutes to do, and then you're ready to go.